Hello, and thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Sarah Horbacewicz. I'm here with Sierra Clark and Corrales Ortiz. Now, ladies, I know we all love the weekend. That's why we love spending them here.
Yeah.
But this is a special weekend. High school football is back, right?
Yes, week 0 wraps up today. Lots of fun on Friday, of course.
Oh, yeah, lots going on. Now, I have to admit, I did fall asleep a little early. Football games can go kind of late. Yeah. Where can I catch the highlights?
Hey, no problem. You know, we had lots of upsets, lots of just fun games to watch. You can catch those highlights and scores on our website, thv11.com/sports, and on our app as well.
Good to know, especially for me that have to go to bed early to wake up for Saturday morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the sports isn't over yet. There's more happening today.
Yes, our very own Tyler Cass is at War Memorial for the Salt Bowl between Ben and Bryant. It's always a fun time to see those two Saline County teams go up against each other. But, I mean, what makes football even better is having great weather, right, Corrales?
Oh, it's been a fantastic start to the weekend. Soggy start earlier this week. We ended it on a good note, and we're looking good for the Salt Bowl this evening. So let's take a look at that forecast. We'll begin to cool down this evening. It will be in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees, besides a few clouds, generally sunny. Could see a stray shower or two this evening. Otherwise, quiet, warm, and humid. We're looking good. It's a great night for sports. Quiet conditions into the evening hours will be dropping down into the mid-70s. We do have rain chances in the forecast as we go into early next week with another wet pattern in store for us. So I'll be focusing on that in the forecast just ahead.
Tonight, Little Rock police need your help locating a missing Little Rock 15-year-old. Right now is a good time to take out your phone. Little Rock police are searching for Chris Sean Bryle, seen right there on your screen. Someone last saw Chris last night. He stands at 5'7" and is around 150 pounds. So if you see him, please reach out to LRPD. Now tonight I want to take a moment to talk about something you've told us online that you care a lot about. The sanctions now on the Menifee Police Department for speed traps in Conway County. Our Ian Russell has more on why officers there can't write speeding tickets for a year.
A population of 302, but $120,000 in revenue from traffic citations. The chief of police says that doesn't tell the whole story, but a prosecutor now saying the department can't write tickets for a year. Blink and you'll miss the town of Menifee. Sitting between the parallels of highways 64 and 40, it may seem like just any other town, but there's more than meets the eye.
Clearly, they were writing substantially more tickets than other communities kind of similarly sized.
Tom Tatum, the prosecuting attorney for the 15th district, was the one who audited the city's 2020 revenue. Arkansas state law says no more than 30% of a city's revenue can come from traffic citations.
Nearly 20% over that 30% threshold. And so clearly they were writing too many tickets.
Over $120,000 was collected, so whose fault is that? Well, that depends on who you ask.
When I hired him, I said, we can't write tickets 10 miles and under, but yet these guys was writing tickets 10 miles and under.
Menifee Mayor Gary Green is frustrated and fed up. He says it's Police Chief John Randall's fault, someone he doesn't have kind words for.
Because to me, he's incompetent, to me.
The only reason why I would see he's got harsh words is because I'm enforcing the laws that's in Menifee.
Randall wasn't at the police station, so we called him. He says the audit doesn't tell the whole story, saying that money collected came from uncollected dues and fees from years before 2020.
And when they went to court, the judge set them up on a payment plan. Well, they didn't pay their fine off until 2020. Well, it looks like we brought in a large amount of money just for that year.
So we requested a record of tickets given from January 1st, 2018 to August 24th in Menifee. In that time, one officer issued 771 tickets. The next closest, just 263 tickets, almost 3 times less. And according to that data, there were 0 warnings given by officers during that time, something Randall says he encouraged officers to do when he took over as chief. As for whose fault that is, there is one person who says it's theirs, City Alderman Derek Hammond. Hammond told me Chief Randall was given permission from the mayor and city council to go after past due and unpaid tickets, and that those tickets were written by officers who no longer work for the city. Hammond says it was their responsibility to make sure that was handled lawfully, but that they as a council failed to make sure that happened.
You know, in a year from now, we can get things back to normal for them.
In Menifee, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
Menifee now joins Damascus in getting stopped from writing speeding tickets. That city in neighboring Faulkner County went 19 months under sanctions for its illegal speed traps on US 65. There's new fallout tonight following the release of the redacted affidavit used to justify the FBI search of former President Trump's Florida residence. Earlier this month, the 38-page document now offers some details about classified records stored at the Mar-a-Lago estate. But with so many parts blacked out, it raises new legal and national security questions. Michael George reports.
Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines says her office will lead an assessment of the potential risks to national security posed by former President Donald Trump keeping classified documents at his Florida residence. In a letter obtained by CBS News, Haines writes that her office is working with the Department of Justice to facilitate a classification review of relevant materials, including those recovered during the FBI search earlier this month. A redacted version of the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant revealed that of the 15 boxes of government records Mr. Trump had at Mar-a-Lago and returned to the National Archives in January, 14 had classified documents, some including sensitive information critical to U.S. intelligence gathering.
That is the linchpin of the entire affidavit. We are talking about materials that could kill people, as well as, of course, reveal sources and methods really undermine our national security.
Investigators found 184 documents with classification markings, including 67 documents marked as confidential, 92 marked as secret, and 25 top secret. The FBI agent who wrote the affidavit also said there was probable cause to believe that evidence of obstruction will be found at Trump's property, as well as contraband, fruits of crime, and other items illegally possessed. The former president and his Republican allies remain frustrated with the search. In a court document filed late Friday, attorneys for Mr. Trump wrote the redacted affidavit provides almost no information about why the search took place. The president is asking for the appointment of a special master to go over the seized records. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
A court hearing on that matter is now set for September 1st. The former president is also requesting an injunction that prevents the U.S. government from reviewing the materials retrieved from his residence. A typical birthday celebration might include things like dinner and gifts that you can buy at the store. But for Jessica Hanel, her birthday wish was something a bit more sincere. Last September, Hanel's husband, Wesley, died because of a brain injury from a car accident that you can see there. Now, after much thought, she made the decision to possibly save someone else's life and donate his organs. Today, for the first time, she met David Beard, the man who received her husband's heart.
I'm so grateful that even though Wesley's life has stopped for the time being, Mr. David's able to do things like walk his daughter down the aisle that my husband never was able to do for our daughters.
So kind. Now, her birthday is on Monday, and she says that every year her husband always had a surprise trip planned for the couple. This year, she just wanted to listen to Wesley's heartbeat. Tonight at 10, you can hear more from Beard, who says he's still alive because of the family's organ donation. Now, the pandemic has been hard on the medical profession, with many nurses and advanced practitioners choosing to leave the field over the past few years. Now, the Central Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System is trying to bring back medical staff, encouraging registered nurses and other staffing to stop by their job fair. All day today, the hospital says they made offers to as many nurses as possible, working to meet the high staffing demand at the 8 VA sites around the state. If you are interested, we'll have more recruiter information on our website at thv11.com. Now, whether it's a beer with your Basset Hound or cocktail next to your Cocker Spaniel, celebrations are in full swing over at Bark Bar in Little Rock this weekend. Dozens came out to raise their glass and their paws to celebrate Arkansas's first dog park and bar turning 5. They say the party got started yesterday on National Dog Day with fun vendors and prizes for humans and their pups.
Bark Bar is pure happiness. So if you've got a pet at home that might have a little bit of energy or maybe needs some socialization, a pandemic pup maybe, Bark Bar is a perfect place to get them socialized, get that energy out, and you too can have a lot of fun.
All dogs at Bark Bar must be vaccinated, spayed, and neutered. If you are interested in the celebrations, there's still time. Festivities continue through 10 p.m. tonight. All right, still ahead, we're going to have, I know we teased it earlier about Sierra talking about the Salt Bowl today, and we actually have more on that live right now with our very own Tyler Cass. Tyler, what's going on down there?
When you go this way, step forward.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. It's always fun when these two giants from Saline County get together in the largest high school football game, not just of week 0, but really of the year. The Bryant Hornets, they're buzzing for another win. Meanwhile, the Panthers, they're bent on ending the streak. Benton hasn't won this game since 2005. The teams did tie in 2014, but since then, nothing but Bryant dominance. Right now, though, there's a whole lot of fun going on. There's a fan fest as we take you through kind of the history of this game. Fans from both teams are milling around, just having a ball outside War Memorial Stadium right now. Soon enough, though, they'll be heading inside. The kickoff is set for 7 p.m. tonight. We'll have all the highlights coming your way tonight at 10, and I'll be back in just a few minutes in sports to really break down this matchup for you. For now, though, live from outside War Memorial Stadium, Tyler Cass, THV 11 Sports. Sarah?
All right, thanks so much, Tyler. Definitely looks like a party. I'm excited to see the game get started. Looks like people are already having a good time. And still ahead tonight, we have more that's taking new heights. An Artemis mission. It's going to be one giant leap towards the moon. We'll tell you all about it in just a few minutes.
A live look across the metro this evening, a beautiful end to a beautiful start to the weekend. Unfortunately, we'll start to see some changes within the next 24 hours to your forecast. More on that just ahead.